Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about presentation matters. Let's look at printed stationery first. If you want your documents to make a good impression, attractive and consistent presentation will certainly go a long way to help. Your printed stationery should be of good quality, especially when being used for sending to external contacts. For internal documents, the stationery does not need to be of such high quality. The paper your company uses for its printed correspondence will express the personality of your company. Your letterhead will show a logo or graphic symbol identifying your company, the company's name, the full postal address, the contact numbers, including the telephone, fax, and email address, the URL or the website address, the register number or the registered office. Note: when the register address is different to the shown in the address section, it is usual to show the register address at the foot of the paper, along with the registered number. Full block style with open punctuation. The full block style is the most widely used method of display for all business documents. This style has been commonly used now since the mid-1970s. It is thought to look very businesslike and sleek. Open punctuation is often used with the full block layout. Again, this reduces typing time because there is no need for any unnecessary full stops and commas. Open punctuation means missing out all non-essential full stops and commas. Although full block layout is used by many organizations, some still prefer to adopt their own in-house style for document layout. That's fine too, as long as you remember the golden rule of consistency. Parts of a business letter. In the following, you will find 12 parts that are frequently used in a business letter. Number 1, letterhead. Number 2, reference. Number 3, date. Number 4, inside name and address of the receiver. Number 5, salutation or greeting. Number 6, subject or heading. Number 7, body of a letter. Number 8, closing section or complimentary close. Number 9, signature of the sender. Number 10, name of the sender and destination. Number 11, enclosures. Number 12, copies. Now let's look at reference first. The sequence for writing reference is sender first, typist second, and then file or departmental reference. In the past, letterheads used to have our reference or your reference on them. They are less used today because with the computers and printers, it is difficult to line up the printing on such pre-printed stationery. Date and inside address. When you are writing the date in a letter, you may follow either of the following styles: British style, US style, or Arabic number format. Whichever style you use, remember to be consistent. Inside address. Display the name and address of the recipient on separate lines exactly as it will appear on an envelope. Take care to address the recipient exactly as they sign their letters. For example, a person signing as Douglas Collis should be addressed as such in the inside address, preceded by the courtesy title Mr. To address him as Mr. D. Cowles would not be appropriate. Inside address, courtesy title. When writing letters overseas, the name of the country should be shown on the final line of the address section. As the letter will be sent by airmail, this should be indicated one clear line space above the inside address. Again, note that the appropriate courtesy title, Mr., Mrs., Miss, or Ms., should always be shown. Special marking. If a letter is confidential, it is usual to include this as part of the inside address, one clear line space above it. It may be typed in uppercase or in initial capitals with underscore. Attention line. Some decades ago, an attention line was used when the writer simply wanted to ensure that the letter ended up on a certain person's desk, even though the letter was addressed to the company in general and always began, "Dear Sirs." In today's business letter, the author doesn't believe it should be necessary to use an attention line at all when you know the name of the person you are writing to. Salutation. If the recipient's name has been used in the inside address, it is usual to use a personal salutation. If your letter is addressed generally to an organization and not to a specific person, the more formal salutation, "Dear Sirs," should be used. Heading. Heading gives a brief indication of the content of the letter. It is usually placed one clear line space after the salutation. Uppercase is generally used for a heading on letters, although initial capitals with underscore may be used if preferred. Closing section or complimentary close. In formal business letters, It has long been customary to end your letter using complimentary clause. This still stands today. I don't know how it may change because it is a very deep-rooted tradition. The two most common clauses are yours faithfully and yours sincerely. Name of sender and destination 1. After the complimentary clause, leave 4 or 5 clear line spaces where the sender will sign the letter. The name of the sender should then be indicated in whatever style is preferred, all in uppercase or with initial capitals only. The sender's destination or department should be shown directly beneath his or her name. Name of sender and destination 2. If the sender is not around and someone has to sign the letter on his or her behalf, it is usually write for or PP in front of the sender's printed name. PP is an abbreviation for per procurationem in Latin, which means on behalf of in English. Names and addresses. In the inside address, there are no full stops in names, and there are no commas at the end of lines in the address. Salutation and complimentary clause. There are no commas either in salutation or in complimentary clause. Abbreviations. In the following abbreviations, periods are left out. Times and numbers. In the following times and numbers, some of the punctuations are left out.